Welcome, ladies, gentlemen, and gamers. Welcome to a brand new Minecraft survival series by a brand new YouTuber. That's right, first ever Minecraft or any kind of YouTube video. So I did have the world loaded up beforehand, but I haven't really looked around at all. Just had it loaded up because the computer and the recording can't handle the world loading. Thought I'd answer a couple basic questions about Minecraft experience, stuff like that, while I get started here a little bit. I am a Minecraft player for about 6 years now. I started in beta 1.5. So often people will ask, are you a builder or a redstoner? There is nothing, there is no both, and it is one or the other, and those are the only two options. Which, on one level I agree, another level I disagree. Simply because I don't fit into one of those categories exactly. I am what I consider a lore guy. Everything I do, I don't try to make everything look absolutely beautiful. I try to make things look great, but I don't go and make it so things no longer make sense for them to look beautiful. For instance, if we are in a completely spruce forest, completely isolated from everything else, and if this world's going to make sense, why on earth is there birchwood? Or in any build, if there's diorite, anyone would ask, why is there diorite? And the answer to that is there's no good reason. I try to make sure everything makes sense as I go throughout this world. So instead of doing what some people do of like quick mini Minecraft series where maybe they'll build a castle, or they'll build a small village, or maybe they'll build a grand big old kingdom with castles, quarters, couple like villagers, houses, marketplace. Okay, that's cool. I build worlds. That's what I love to do. It's what I always try to set out to do, and this is hopefully me going to be bringing that experience to you guys. So I'm going to set the large, audacious, crazy goal that this will be the last single player series I will play of Minecraft. Yes, very first episode, and I'm making a claim like that. So, what is going to be happening in this series is some explanations, some teaching, going through, having a good time, probably a fair amount of derpage, and just a lot of laughs together, I hope. And also maybe by the end of the day, a couple of you might be able to take some inspiration away from something, either thinking through logically of a build, something you see might please your eye, or you might see some redstone and go, hey, that's actually not too much of a terrible job of redstone, and I might copy it. Which, if you would like to do any of that, feel free, and just enjoy the experience together, you know? This is a family-friendly gaming channel, so I'd appreciate if in the comments you guys would also keep it family-friendly. I know I can't control you guys to do that, but I would appreciate if you'd respect those wishes. And I'm going to just continue on a little bit, grab a couple basic resources, get a layout of the land, and kind of describe what I think this first little kingdom right here will be. Yep, we're going to start building in the very first episode, so I'll catch you back in a little bit. Alright, and I'm back. So, I decided that with thinking through what we have around here, we have a whole lot of forest over here, a lot of it's birch, some oak over here, there's some plains over there, you can actually see even off in the distance a little bit, some donkeys sticking up over there. Bit of a mound over there, some plains, and I was thinking what would be really good, I thought, is for a first village is use a lot of these plains and stuff like that for regular old houses. Possibly here in the large area I have the king's quarters, but I was thinking what would be an export for this city, and I was thinking, well, we could do a big old farm, but I've always made decorative farms before, so I decided that for the very first one we're going to make a lumberyard for the first kingdom's main export. Now, a main export does not mean the only thing here will be a lumberyard, it just means the most proficient thing here is a lumberyard. So there will be a mine shaft, there will still be a small farm over there where a few local villagers and workers might be, but the main thing here is this lumberyard. So I think that this is a good size for it to start out. There could be multiple lumber yards, so I'm thinking right here it's just a 15 by, I believe this is 7 in between the logs, and then a 5 by 15 for where log splitting will be on the side. So I have just some very basic things, nothing really up here, but some oak logs, some oak wood, got a handful of leaves. And for this first build, I'm sorry, but it's not going to be the most complex thing because we have oak, birch, and cobble. So if you expect more, I severely apologize. So I think this is a good opportunity though to do some build tips. Whenever you're building, you need to pick either evens or odds, and what I mean by that is length and width needs to match. Either they're both odds or both evens. In this case, I picked both odds for this. So 15, 7, and 5 are the dimensions for it. The height doesn't have to follow this rule, and I don't know if I'm going to for this one. 5, 6. I think 6 will be a good number for this first build, the first height of it. So I'm just gonna get the framing up here really quick while I let you guys know a couple things. I am personally thinking that it'd be a lot of fun to have a lot of viewer interaction with this world. Now, I am understanding that if I'm a brand new YouTuber, have 0 videos out on my channel besides this one at the time of this recording, I'm not going to have 20,000 subscribers and 40,000 views on this video. If I did, I'd probably freak out and cry. I would have no idea what happened or why, but I think that's a good size, good starting size. Might be a little tall actually. I'm going to lower it by a block on the front here and just see what it looks like. So for the first few, your voices are going to mean a lot. What you say will really go. But there's also going to be a lot of decisions I'm going to make for it. So this right here, I picked to build the lumberyard first because it'll give us a feel of what it'll look like for all of you guys. But I want you guys to decide what the kind of lore of this place will be like. And what I mean by the lore and everything like that is I'll give you guys the framework of what I want this world here to be. I would like for it to be a sort of anything can go almost kind of deal. So humans, orcs, elves, wizards, Minecraft villagers, you know, they can all exist no matter how different or unique they are. And there's also magic and science. So often I think that you see, like, maybe in some books you might have been reading, like in Harry Potter, how often do you see like E equals MC squared? And how many steampunk adventures, maybe a few more steampunks do, but like steampunk adventures have like, how do you say, like all these magic spells, Leviosa. You don't see that in steampunk. I like that height a lot more. So I just think it'd be very interesting to have a mix between that in this world and have almost anything goes. So I want you guys to pick, is this going to be, I decided that if we're going to be going into the forest and chopping it down, let's not have it be elves, guys, but what do you guys think it should be? Should it be, I don't think dwarves would make sense either, sorry guys, but should it be, how do you say, well, humans is definitely an option. Minecraft villagers, that's a totally different entity. Should it be, oops, the mouse and voice do not work together, it appears. I'm sorry guys, but like, what should it be? Who should inhabit this? Should they be law-abiding citizens for this first town? By that I mean they will follow the laws here because that's their culture, but like, are they going to be rude to outsiders? Or are they going to be welcoming? Are they going to be fighting off everyone that comes near? Or are they going to be civilized? Also, do they rely more heavily on science or magic? Or is there just only one and not the other? I want you guys to go down into the comments and vote a little bit on that, and try to upvote the ones you like. I understand that I will most likely have a total of like maybe 3 votes total, but that is totally cool for this first episode. Just get down there and tell me what you would prefer, and I'll start working on it. If there isn't really all that many votes, I'll just make a decision and go with it. But I'd like to get you guys' opinion involved and see where this goes. So, how do you say? In case none of you noticed, I am always at a permanent loss for words. So I apologize if that frustrates anyone, but just a little bit of a loss for words again, a little bit of a struggle of mine. So just let me know what you guys think. I'd love to hear about it. And for this first build right here, this is going to be a bit of the style, at least for the beginning. It'll be a lot of oak centered, a lot of wood. There'll be some cobble going. I'll get different varieties of wood in between episodes. I see some spruce up there. I am someone who goes into chunk base. I hope that's okay. And I try to look up where some of the basics were, like, you know, okay, let's find some jungle wood, cocoa beans. I love brown wool, I just do. After that update with how the brown wool is going to look, when 1.12 comes out, I gotta get that going in my world. So, but I was looking for where a jungle is, and that's about 10,000 blocks away, actually. So, might be a little bit before we get all the different things set up, but for now, I think this will be going pretty well. Yeah, okay, I do have glass over there. But I think it would be a lot of fun to be able to get your guys' opinion on it. Just know that it might be a little while before I get everything up and going, simply because of the grind involved in that, and that with one YouTube video out, shocker shocker, I am not a full-time YouTuber. So yeah, I'll get a little bit more detail going, things like that, and I'll see you guys back real soon. Alright guys, I'm back. So we got an upgraded basic box here right now. Basic window design going around, thinking that it's a lumberyard, they'll need some natural light going on. It's always nice, got a support beam. This log is what would be for chopping down other logs and things of that nature, chopping wood. We're going to put a slanted roof here. I believe I might raise that up even another fence post and have a slanted roof going. And up here I was thinking of a high peak would be really nice. So I think I'm going to try to start on that and see how things go. I need to come out of block actually. So I was thinking that I should be prepared by now, you know, just something basic like that. So let me just get some stairs going here. I seem to be always very frugal with crafting anything just in case I don't need that much. So I don't want this shape to go. Block is placed, can't go back, not gonna go back, can't make me. I think that the best way to do this is probably just guess a lot and just hope I'm right. Right? I think that's the safest way to go about with this. Yeah, just keep being a professional. I think that it's one more block until we're in the center, so that's not what I want. There, there, there. Okay. Stair. Well, as you can tell, I originally made my debut as a professional parkourer. You're very welcome for that grace. Do you think that's too tall? I feel like it's a decent slope. Kinda... It's like a straight line right there that I don't normally get. I kinda like it, personally. It is centered, I managed to do that much right. I think I know what's missing. Oy vey. You'd think I would know how stairs work, but sadly that is not the case. Actually, kind of like just that. Tapering off like that, not going out the extra. I think I'll keep it like that actually. Yep, what's set in stone is set in stone. Can't go back now, it's the only option. Okay. So yeah, guys, just the basics to roof building. It's the only way to really go about doing roofs and doing them decently, I would say. I will not say that I'm good at this. I will not. I promise I will not say it for any time in the near future. Ooh. That would actually maybe look good. This is when I wish I had ender pearls, because I know my luck right now. I might fall? Oh, good. So yeah, basics to roof building. It's normally a lot of trial and error to figure out your style. I feel like I lucked out with it looking that good, and it even matches. Oh my goodness. Saw it here first, guys. Surprise professional Minecrafter. So, one thing that I think, if you're going to use structure beams to support a house like these, you can't just have it abruptly end, I feel, or else, like, where is that log going? How is it connected to this log? This log's, by having these out, this log is connected by these, and it can't fall out because those are in the way, and it insinuates that it's going all the way through like that. So by adding those, it adds a layer of depth to it, if you get what I mean. So I'm going to continue this a block lower, going, as in a block lower, I mean probably this block right here, that whole block. I won't do that going the rest of the way back. Except for the very back. I'll copy the front and I'll come back to you guys when it's all done. Alright guys, welcome back. Finished the roof up here, so we got the basic design right up here at the front, just a couple oak fences in there for a little bit of decoration. I think when we have a little bit more resources and pick a color for the town, that'll go in there. Basic roof, adding a little bit of detail and accent on the sides. The back, I decided not to copy the emblem at the front because, well, it's the back, it's supposed to go off into the forest, and we'll add a bunch of trees here. And yeah, there's no scaffolding was needed, or yeah, it's mostly magic how I do this stuff, no scaffolding. But yeah, so that roof is all finished up now, I think. Later on we might change out a couple blocks for like birch or some spruce or something along those lines, just to add a little bit of variety. But for now, I think that's all set. Next thing we're going to do though is get the secondary roof set up. So I think we're gonna need more than that, but this is simply just to cover the workers while they're out here splitting the wood that they already brought in. So let's see. So this is just going to be a very, very simple roof. This one will, in all likelihood, not mean to do that exactly, will not get any special detailing in the future at all, because it is supposed to be extremely simple of a roof style. So I think we're going to have a gradual slant for it. That's where that went. And I think just 2 blocks, then actually that's higher than I needed it to be. Wow. Yeah, I think just this right here I think will be sufficient. I'm probably going to bring this out 1 more block on each side, just so there's not that weird hangover on the side, you know what I mean? Yeah, that looks much better to me. But yes, this will remain a simple roof because it's for a very, very simple purpose. Get a torch going on apparently right by the chunk. If anyone could let me know if there's a quick and easy way to fix lighting glitches like that, I'd really appreciate it, because I am clueless on that front. Yeah, I think just... I'm really confused now. Just something along those lines. And I'll swap these out actually, because that little bit hanging down the end looks a little ridiculous. I'll leave it actually right here because of the roof right there. It makes a little bit of sense. But for the rest of this, it's just odd and unneeded. So, yeah, guys, I think this episode's going to be coming toward an end here pretty soon. So, I want you guys to let me know what you think should be added, what things work, what things don't. I just remembered, I better light up the inside of that, because I know my luck. Creepers will be spawning. So, I didn't think of a good place to put these torches. I think underneath the banister would work very well. But yeah, guys, that's what it's going to be about for this episode. If you can't tell, I personally don't like early game combat. If you couldn't tell by my sudden pause and fear. It's not difficult, it's just scary to me because I never notice any of those things. So, but yeah, I'll be right back with you guys with one last final thing, and I'll see you guys real soon. And there's one last thing we need to do before we call it a day here. I like fire, I enjoy fire, and I don't like diorite. Alright guys, and that's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you again next week, real soon. Remember, leave down in the comments anything you think that should be added or any ideas you have for this world. Thank you so much, and have an amazing time. Goodbye.